Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Greatness Decoded, where our goal is to kind of just share the things that we found helpful, whether that's some new insights, systems, processes, a different way of just looking at our everyday issues, problems, or concerns. So before we get into it, be sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell. We would love for you guys to kind of be up to date with new content as we, release it. So today, we're talking about a little known law, and how I ran across this law is, we're all kind of searching for greater peace, insight as we're kind of working towards our goals, right? So if you don't have goals, you definitely should have goals. So that's just a topic for a different video. But as we're working through the things that we want from our lives, it's so easy to become stressed out, have some sort of anxiety, or feel pressure, or you're just not comfortable moving forward, which could lead to things like procrastination, hesitation, being indecisive. This little known law could be at the root of your issue. So it's the law of control. And the law of control basically states that we feel either happy, positive, full of joy, enthused to the degree in which we feel in control of our outcomes. Again, we feel happy, excited, ready to go to the degree in which we feel in control of our outcomes. And we feel sad or let down or unease anytime we feel like we're not in control of our outcomes, right? And so what this insight was just so impactful for me because I looked at all the things where I was maybe worried or concerned or not at ease. First thing that, based on the law of control, that I want to kind of self-evaluate is, hey, am I in control of this, or do I feel like it's outside of my control, right? And in most cases, as what I've kind of found out is that by looking at those issues deeper, I could find a way to kind of put the outcomes or the steps necessary to create the outcomes that I want by first seeing, okay, maybe I'm pointing a finger at something outside of my control. How can I put the situation into my control? What sort of action steps, planning, that I can move forward with that will have an effect on the situation that I once felt like was out of my control. So we already mentioned about the process, right? Let's take a step back, right? Why would we want to ask ourselves that question of, am I in control of the situation or is it someone else, right? The reason why we want to ask ourselves these sorts of questions is because this will give us the ability to be more reflective, right? That reflective state will totally help us in making better decisions. So, back to the law of control. In the world of psychology, psychologists label this law as the internal locus of control or external locus of control, right? And so, having that external locus of control, which again means, it's someone else's responsibility, it's someone else's fault why I'm not hitting my goals. This outside reason is the reason why this didn't work out. It wasn't my fault, it wasn't my plan, it wasn't the lack of actions that I took or did not take is the reason. No, it's someone else, right? And it's that victimhood mentality which will greatly get in the way of our goals and our ability to achieve more, right? We want to identify the victimhood mentality, and the only way to do that is to ask ourselves questions, right? It'll help us point out where we have a victimhood mentality, right? Which will totally get in the way of us accomplishing our goals. So hopefully, guys, that was helpful for you today. A couple tools whenever you're faced with any sort of issues. The fact that we feel at most peace and greater happiness in achieving our goals, right? When we feel completely in control, and anytime there's a point where you're feeling a little stressed or something pops up, you want to have that moment to reflect to see if you're falling into some sort of victim mentality, right? And of course, we want to snap out of that. So again, hopefully that was helpful for everyone today. And again, like, subscribe, share. Look forward to hearing from you guys. Definitely cut on that notification bell. We would love to kind of hear from you in the comments if you guys have any thoughts on the law of control. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.